Hey all my YouTube people out there in YouTube land. I am Asherella, and today's video is an onion tea video. It has been a momento caliente since I last made an onion tea, but that's what today is. Really, I haven't made a new onion tea video because there's not been all that much new information or stuff I haven't talked about or thoughts I've had, in a minute. Greg is out there still doing the same, groomy, creepy BS. But as far as, the investigation into him and all that kind of stuff, we haven't had any updates really in a while, and, I think that's unfortunate for sure, but Repzion recently put out a video regarding Onision, and I had a few thoughts on that I wanted to share, and a couple of other things. So that's what we're going to be doing today, and it's 17, 18, maybe even 19 episodes of Onion Tea at this point. That's a lot, and I hate to give so much attention to a person who is so vile, but just because there's not been any recent developments regarding the situation, I don't think he's not off the hook. Greg is a groomer, and that hasn't changed. Before I get into today's Onion Tea video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave me a like and a comment, find me on my socials, and gently caress the notification bell. Okay, so like I said, Repzion recently put out a video regarding Onision. This video was in reference to an email that Greg had sent Daniel, and basically the email was Greg asking Repzion to go onto a live stream with him and basically do a debate style video is the best way I can describe it. And of course Repzion's not going to do that because, Greg's just trying to bait him into being a part of the circus that is Onion, and him just grasping at straws to maintain some relevance on YouTube. It's he denies all these allegations, but God forbid any attention be off of him for a minute. It's I think he's genuinely one of those type of people who any attention is better than no attention because he is that narcissistic and he's that much of a sociopath. But yeah, so Repzion, he's not gonna do this. And then also in the email, Greg goes into all these allegations toward Daniel about the money that Repzion raised for his legal fees, on the GoFundMe account that he had started. And Greg was
you raised more than you needed for your legal fees, and that, you're gonna go to prison because that is fraud, or blah, blah, blah.
And, it's not, and I think Repzion even donated some of it to charity, but, yeah, he was basically just, stirring that up, and very obviously, bitter that, this guy raised 25 grand from people that were in support of him hating Onion Man, basically. You know what I mean? But, okay, the thing is that whole GoFundMe thing happened back in January, okay? Here we are in September, 9 months later, okay? And with everything else that has gone on in the world and, the state of, the world and the human condition right now, it's Greg is, dwelling on something that's old news, dude. If it was February and he was doing this stuff still, alright, whatever. He's gonna, react. But, it's he's just grasping for anything to, reach out to him about or to try to, stir up drama about. And that just, is more reinforcement of his sociopathic and narcissistic behavior. But that makes me think, okay, the things we know, okay? Onision is a sociopath. He is a narcissistic sociopath. He is a groomer and a predator. He is an attention whore, which I guess is basically him being a narcissist, but you know, I think that, like, those are things that are established, but this whole thing, I don't know if it's him just, like, trying to dig up something to, like, stir up something about, or if, like, he has some other type of, like, psychological illness that will not allow him to, like, let shit go. It's like he holds a grudge like no one I've ever seen. Like, he brings up stuff from years ago, things people have done and said about and to him from like a decade ago, you know? And it's like, dude, like, next, move on. Like, okay, yeah, you said it, we know, and like nobody cares. And it's just like weird. And it's like, I don't know if there's a specific mental illness that is attributed to that type of behavior, but if there is, like, if there's some type of mental illness that just like makes people hold grudges or not be able to like let anything go ever, then I'm sure he has that too. And also, you know, he thinks he's like so much smarter than everybody and that he can gaslight his whole audience. And, you know, it is disgusting because he has always used his like online and YouTube clout to fish for new victims. Earlier in the video, there's not been a whole lot of news about this recently. Hansen has not talked about it, and he is facing his own big bout of criticism here lately, which is not unwarranted. Like, don't get me wrong, I definitely think that Hansen has, you know, he is not the most upstanding of guys, I guess, and he has definitely made his own like moral and ethical mistakes. But I hate that because people have kind of turned on Hansen, that people are not like, it's like, just because Hansen is kind of a douche doesn't mean that like Onision or Davi Vanity are not guilty. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, now because people don't like Hansen, they forget about like the whole case against Onion and Davi. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not okay. Like, yeah, Hansen, like, he's a piece of art kind of, but you know, it doesn't excuse anything that these groomers have done. I have a second stool here. I need to get like a guest on Onion Tea or just a regular video. If anybody wants to come be my guest, let me know. We'll make it happen. But anyway, back to the Repzion video. Like, throughout this like video, he's filming himself responding to the email to Onion Boy. And he's using Google like auto responses to like respond to these emails that Greg has sent him. And like, it's a little awkward because Repzion is like,
oh, Greg, are you so dumb? You don't even know I'm trolling you? I'm trolling you. And like,
you know, I don't like Onision at all, absolutely. And by all means, like, troll him. But like, Repzion acts like him using the Google auto responses is like so savage. And I'm like, oh damn, but like, no, it's not. Like, it's mildly entertaining, I guess. But like, it's not nearly like the gut punch that Repzion is making it out to be. And I just think that's a little awkward, and it's a little awkward to watch. But, you know, I appreciate Repzion, like, for all of his, like, Onion exposure over the years. But, yeah, that was a little awkward, for sure. Just in my opinion. Well, guys, I suppose that is all for this episode of Onion Tea. I know it was a relatively quick one, considering some of mine going for 20-30 minutes. But let me know what you think about the whole Onion situation. Let me know what you think about Hansen and how his involvement has impacted these cases. Let me know if you like my outfit. I'm just kidding. But I am Asherella. This is my channel, Original Asherella. This segment is Onion Tea. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave me a like and a comment, gently caress the notification bell. Always tap in, never tap out, and keep on onion slaying like a Saiyan.